tired, he was tired under the wall.
Hi. Well, I didn't say hi when I started filming this, so I apologize, but hi, that's me. Today, we get a 2-for-1 deal on some gardening. So this front corner of my yard here by my driveway is really difficult to mow with the tree and the telephone pole and the wires into the ground. And so decided that we want to put some plants down there to make it easier, that will spread out, to make it easier to not ever have to mow that area again. So I have this massive hosta in my backyard that I'm splitting up, and I'm going to transplant it, or transfer the parts that I would take a part of it. That's not really a sentence, but you get what I'm saying. Down and put that down at the bottom of the driveway area. And hopefully they will grow and spread and be lovely and make my life much easier, so I will never again have to mow that part of my yard. So splitting this hosta ended up being more challenging than I was anticipating. It's a pretty strong plant, and I was putting my full weight onto that shovel to get it to split the bulbs apart. But I made it happen. And Queen was hanging out with me the whole time. Of course she is, because she's my little shadow. I don't know about little. She's a shadow that's about the same size as me. Also apologize for my voice at the moment because it is currently allergy season, which is just delightful. I just love that. Love the feeling of not being able to breathe out my nose and have a scratchy throat and sound like I've been smoking for 10 years. It's just great. So I didn't till the ground far enough over, so I had to do some extra digging here with the shovel to get that last bit of the hostas planted. There they are. I'm tilling the front section here in front of the tree. Here I'm going to transplant some irises. We have some irises in the front patio, no, in front of, what is it called? My front porch. In front of my front porch. Oh my gosh. And they're kind of getting overtaken by some other plants, and we're letting our Rose of Sharon bush fill that space, so we decided to transplant them from that part of the landscaping, if you will. I don't know that I'd call what we have going on landscaping at the moment, but you know, as you can see, it is a jungle over here. So we're removing the irises that are being choked out to give them a chance to thrive. And again, also like the hostas, hopefully spread and fill up this space and just make it lovely and never ever need to have a lawnmower touch this section again. I didn't take a before picture, but it was just grass. So here's the after. It looks pretty nice. The hostas are doing well. They got new flowers growing on them currently. The irises are past their flowering season, so I don't expect to see that until next year. And we're probably going to transplant some more at the end of the season. Here's part 2. So now at our back deck, we have this section here It used to have two massive lavender plants in it. Apparently dogs really like lavender. I've read that. And so our dog decided to dig up one of the lavender plants and lay on it, and then try to dig up the rest of the space and lay her head in the other lavender bush. So we still have one that's pretty big, but the other one has been long gone, and now it's just random plants and weeds growing up in that space. We never did anything with it because she would always lay in this area. What we decided to do is buy some new lavender, and she is, for some reason, extremely easily blocked. Like, if you're playing video games and you have a corded controller, oh, a dragon's eye. I found so many random dragon's eyes stones in our yard over the years. I don't know why, but whoever lived here before just planted them all the time, apparently. But anyway, Queen is extremely easily blocked, so if you're playing video games and you have a corded controller, she will not cross the living room because obviously this piece of wire going across the carpet is completely blocking her way. So even though she could very easily step over the little fencing that I'm going to put in here, she's not going to. So I put the plants in, and then I put some new fertilized soil around them to give them a little boost, and then obviously watering them. So I had these random bricks. We used to have the whole thing lined with bricks, and then we started switching over to stone, and we didn't have enough stone, so we left a few bricks on the corner there. But now we got some more stones. I'm just replacing the stones for some continuity. And then there's our little fence. And that's how big that hosta still is, even after splitting all that stuff off of it. So then on the side of the front porch, we just have really randomness growing over there. And these huge plants would grow that they're super invasive and they get burrs everywhere, so we dug them up. Oh, random piece of pottery. I found so much random pottery too in our yard and garden areas since we've moved here. It's been like 10 years, over 10 years, and I'm still finding pottery and dragon's eyes. So anyway, we recently trimmed this section down, and so now I'm tilling it and then digging up the plants that were in there because this invasive plant is obnoxious, and my cats, especially Excalibur with his long hair, get covered in burrs, and I'm sick of it. So we're doing something here, removing all of that. Look at it, covered in burrs, those gloves. It was so annoying. I chose lavender, and I'm going to put some gardenias in here because mosquitoes don't like them. So the majority of the plants that I have planted around our property are kind of like anti-mosquito plants, but they're all things that we humans like. So I have lavender, I have gardenias, I have peppermint, I have catnip, I have chives. All this stuff that smells lovely, but the mosquitoes hate, so yay. Yeah, I'm putting fresh potting soil around that has fertilizer in it to give them a boost and help them grow and survive. Also, just these areas are just going to look a lot nicer. They're going to keep the mosquitoes away, and they're just going to look a lot nicer. Give them some water. So here's the before of that section, and here's the after. After is a few weeks later. I forgot to take an after picture. So most of the flowers were done, but here's the before of the back deck and the reason for it looking that way. Clean. And here's the after. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, give it a like. Do you have a garden? Do you have flowers? Do you have veggies? I'd love to hear about it. Give me a comment. Hope you have a great day. Bye.